There was a younger man in Eretz. He didn't have kids for 10 years. He reached the level of yish, despondency. He was done. Like, okay, that's it. I'm throwing in the towel. Every day, every week, Rav Meir, this younger man would come over and cry, literally with Rav Meir, Wurtziger, and say, Rebbe, it was another night, it was another round of pain, of tears, to no avail. And it went on for years as he was learning in the mirror, but Rav Meir was holding his hand in hand through the whole entire thing. And literally years went by like this. And every night he would say the pillow was soaked again, and our tefillas and our tehillim, year after year. The same story over and over. Back to the doctor, more shots, IVF, v'chulu, v'chulu. The organizations, the rabbanim, the askanim. And time was thinning. They were really reaching their breaking point. They went to every Rebbe, every Segulah, every bracha, every kever. It was Lag BaOmer time. The young man was approached by his friend, by his chavrusa, by his friend. And his friend said, Moshe, I want to tell you something. I don't want to be insensitive. I can't imagine the pain, the plight that you're going through. But I have one last suggestion before you really throw in the towel. He says, I'm open to hear, of course. Please. He says, listen. He says, it's almost Lag BaOmer. And there's this huge mega Segulah brought down in this farm that if you light, I forgot the name of the thing, but when you go to the Rashbi and that's chus for the Hasidim, maybe know, you pour the oil on that flax ball before they light the madur. By the Rashbi, there's a whole avodah for that. But if you get that chus by the Rashbi, it's kimat batuach. It's basically a promise that the schus is immense, it's unmatched, it's unparalleled. This schus is mamish, this is the answer, this is the key. And he said, wow, like, okay, thank you for letting me know. He went to his Rebbeim, I think he went to Rav Meir, and he asked the Shaila, and he said, okay, no, like, what can you lose? It's a big deal, try it, might as well. He's on the way to Meron, and it costs thousands and thousands of dollars to get this chus. He's on the way to Meron, and all of a sudden, he chapzach this his cyrus. He's ready, he paid for this chus, and he's getting himself like in the mode, like maybe so many people and all the attention and the spotlight. And he's getting kind of nervous. And all of a sudden, this emotion, this sentiment hit him. And he said, how is it possible that right now, after the 10 years that I've been going through Gehenim in this world, after all of the nights of soaking my pillow and my wife soaking her pillow, and the tefillas, and the shachas, Milchum Harav, Yom Noram, Ni'ilah, Shofar, Lulav, all the mitzvahs and all the things that we do to be mistabek the Eibishter. If I go ahead and do this, I light the Medura, and I taka have kids because of this chus, he said it's going to ruin my entire Yiddishkeit. If this is my Yiddishkeit, that after everything I've done, everything I've invested in all these years, didn't work for whatever reason, because Hashem decided. And I'm going to go and light this match, and this thing is going to light up, and everyone's going to be dancing, and that's going to be the key. He said, this is not Yiddishkeit for me. And I'm so scared, he told me after, he said, I was so scared that it would happen, that I would have kids, that I decided I'm turning around. Because if I had kids from that, it's going to ruin my entire Yiddishkeit. My yam goes off, my tefillin, talis, everything is over. Because I will not be able to comprehend, I will not be able to live myself for the rest of my life knowing that all that I put in, all that I've invested over these years didn't work, and somehow this worked. What ended up happening with him? I think Yitaka had kids. But what was the nikud of this story? What was the point? The point of it was to say that it's all about relationship with the Kadosh Baruch Hu. What the answers are going to be, what the Soif Pasuk is going to be, that's for the Eibishter. We don't know. Hashem didn't give that. Hashem didn't give the key to the answers and clarity to us over here. But one thing is for sure that we take out of this story, this younger man that didn't have kids, is that he was willing not to have kids in order that it shouldn't stir, it shouldn't shake, it shouldn't ruin his entire Yiddishkeit, because he knew it was all about dveikus. He knew that Hashem gave me this problem, that I should invest in him, that I should run after him, that I should chase the Eibishter. And if I'm not doing that, and I find some other legal loophole, that's going to ruin the entire thing for me.